Hello, second graders. Today we are on the deep dive from Module 3, Lesson 9. You will need your blue workbook today. Today we're going to talk more about why adverbs are important for adding details. Now, adverbs are words that describe verbs, and authors don't just add in adverbs to make their sentences longer. They use adverbs to help the reader better understand what is happening and to add more details to their writing. We have two sentences here. I will read them. You can read them with me, and I want you to think about how are they different. Our first sentence is, people protested segregation. Remember, to protest is to say that you disagree with something. Segregation means to keep people separated based on their skin color. So people said that they didn't agree with separating people based on their skin color. So that's our first sentence. People protested segregation. Our second sentence is, people peacefully protested segregation. How are these two sentences different? The second one added an extra word. Peacefully. What is our verb in this sentence, the action word? The action word is protested. That is an action. How did they protest? They protested peacefully. So peacefully describes our verb. That makes peacefully an adverb. And protested is our verb. So an adverb describes the verb. Here is a picture or a page from our I Have a Dream book. Here we have Martin Luther King Jr. spoke. And here's a picture of him. Is he speaking in this picture? He is. How do you think you could describe how he's speaking? Maybe you're thinking Martin Luther King Jr. spoke loudly. He spoke confidently. Those words describe how he spoke or how he was speaking. Those are also adverbs. Okay, go to handout 9B in your blue book. This page is called Adverbs. Handout 9B, Adverbs. Let's read the directions together. You can pause the video if you need more time to find the page. The directions say, 1, circle the verb in the sentence. So we're going to circle the action word. 2, ask how question about the verb. For example, how did Dr. King speak? Then we're going to write an adverb on the blank to expand and improve the sentence. Then we're going to draw an arrow from the adverb to the verb to show the connection. Okay, let's look at sentence number 1. The children play blank with each other. So circle the verb first. What is the action? Play. How do the children play? Well, we're going to look at this page. How do the children play? I know it's a little bit blurry, but we can see some smiles on the faces. So maybe we'll write the children play happily with each other. They're joining hands. It looks like they're spinning around in a circle, smiling. Okay, we need 2 more adverbs to describe how they play. So our next one we could write, the children play blank with each other. Again, our verb is still play. Oop, I forgot a step. We need to draw an arrow showing that happily describes how they play. Maybe we'll say the children play nicely with each other. They're all holding hands. It doesn't look like they're fighting. So nicely describes how they play. The children maybe fairly play. Happily, nicely. What's one more? I know happily, nicely are pretty similar words, maybe gleefully. It looks like they're full of glee. Another word for happy. The children gleefully. Oh, let's see, does gleefully. I don't know if that has two L's. Play with each other. Gleefully play. Excuse me. Okay, we have a new sentence for number 4. The marchers listened blank to Dr. King. So we're going to look at this page. Here are the marchers, the people who marched on Washington. You can see that their eyes are very focused. So do you think they're listening very closely to Dr. King? Yes, they are. Oh, listened is our verb. Then closely would be our adverb. So we're going to draw an arrow to show closely describes listened. The marchers watched Martin Luther King Jr. or Dr. King. How can we describe how they watched them? Again, they look very focused. So our verb here is watch. That's the action. They look very serious. So we'll put seriously. And we need to draw the arrow to show seriously describes watch. Dr. King treated people fairly. If you have other words you want to write in, you are more than welcome to write in your own words. Treated as our verb. Fairly describes how they were treated. The marchers walk. They actually walk slowly. Walked was our verb. Slowly describes how they walked. And again, we have the marchers walked. And they walked very bravely as well. So we'll put bravely. Walk again is our verb. Bravely describes walk. Again, writers use adverbs to add detail about an action. These words usually end with ly, the suffix ly, to show that they describe something. So when you're done with this page, you are done with the deep dive for today.